The subject we discuss here is the use of strays in the English language. Consider the following English verbs on the next page. Those in column A have strays on the penultimate next to last syllable, whereas the verbs in column B and C have their last syllables stressed. Here are columns A, B, and C. Question A asks you to transcribe the words phonemically. To put it simply, this is just the phonemic transcription which appears between the slashes when you look up the words in a dictionary. The author has noted in bracket to use a schwa for unstressed vowels as it will make it easier for you. But here, please ignore these instructions. We will explain why later. Question B asks you to consider the phonemic structure of the stressed syllables in these verbs. What is the difference between the final syllables of the verbs in columns A and B? And formulate a rule that predicts where stress occurs in the verbs in columns A and B. Question C states, for the verbs in column C, stress also occurs on the final syllable. What must you add to the rule to account for this fact? Here is a hint for you. For the forms in columns A and B, the final consonants have to be considered. For the forms in column C, consider the vowels. To start, we should write down the phonemic representations of these verbs, noting the stressed syllable and the corresponding symbol in red. Next, for columns A and B, we compare the last syllable of their phonemic transcriptions. The stress in A is on the penultimate syllable, whereas in B, the stress is on the last syllable. The last syllables are underlined and the last consonants are colored blue. Furthermore, in A, the final syllables end in one consonant, which is the CVC structure, but in B, the final syllables end in a consonant cluster, which is the CVCC structure. So, in conclusion, the final syllable of the verb is stressed if it ends with a consonant cluster like column B. Otherwise, the stress falls on the penultimate syllable like column A. In step 3, we put column C into consideration. First, let us check words under column C to see if they follow the rule we just established. Let us recall that the final syllable of the verb is stressed if it ends with a consonant cluster. Otherwise, the stress falls on the penultimate syllable. We see column C doesn't follow the above rule. The verbs don't end with a consonant cluster but are still stressed in the final syllable. It means there must be additional rules. Finally, we compare columns A and C and color their final vowels in red. We observe that all the final vowels in C are O tense, that is, A, U, I, E, O, but not in A. Therefore, we can conclude that if the final vowel is tense, then the final syllable is stressed. To sum up our findings, stress the final syllable of a verb if its vowel is tense, or if the verb is followed by a consonant cluster. Otherwise, stress the penultimate syllable. The following are answers from the publisher which can be used as a reference. Contrary to the author's own instruction, the answers from question A do not use a schwa for the unstressed vowels, so that is why we asked you to ignore it earlier.